Just hold your thoughts. Okay. We'll come back there. Abubakar from Abuja. Hello, Abubakar.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. I want to contribute to the program.
Go ahead, please.
All right. Yeah, good morning to everyone in the studio there.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was watching your program and I quite enjoy your analysis. But I have a contribution on the issue of policing in Nigeria.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You see, I understand there are some lapses in the policing, but there is also a problem in the issue of organization of the Nigerian police. Because for a man to give you his best, at least you have to take care of him. For instance, if you watch the American police or the Western world, you discover that an average American is ready to die for his country. But in the process in Nigeria here, as a police officer, you are working, and then by the time you die, your how will I call it?
Your family, your benefits,
your insurance, your life insurance, or your risk allowance will just be 500,000 naira. So if you die, but in situations whereby, at least as a police officer, you are serving, and if anything happens to you, you know that your children are guaranteed scholarship down to university level. I think even if they call you that they are robbing in the next week, you will not be scared of going there. But by the time the person who is a minister of police affairs, the money that is meant for you, the officers on the field, he's diverting them. How do you expect the man on the field to put on his best? At least these are issues that should be addressed. Give them what they need, and then hold them responsible. Thank you. That's my contribution.
Thank you, Bole.
So we're talking about service, and the whole concept of it is that it must be innate. It's not something you do for grandstanding. It is something you do that is inside you. In law, we call it inherent. It's not for pecuniary motive. Thank God, this woman and myself had a project some time ago that we wanted to do. Along the line, some people who are pretenders came into the project and they scuttled it. I had a personal project too. I set up a group, and eventually we agreed that we are going to the farm. We got to the farm, and those people brought in caterpillars, and they cleared a portion. And they said that that portion that they cleared is their own first and foremost. I said, no, that's not how things are done. We are the leaders of this project. We should take last. If anything, let this land that we have cleared must be for the people that we say we have come to serve.
That's right. Yeah.
That's why I became their enemy. And that is how it goes all over. The spirit of service is lacking in the average Nigerian leader, particularly the politician. And that's why I agree with him.
Someone says, let me just so I can. Suleiman Muhammad says, I believe Patriotism Act should be enacted to help out in relation towards the special.
We don't need to up for everything.
We don't need.
You need a retention.
It's a natural thing. It's a natural thing.
Yeah, no, not natural. You support institutions that want to do orientation. There are many institutions who have this laudable idea. That is what we teach. Right now, I'm going for a lecture after this. The key here is that no nation has been built without orientation, without a society being taught. Lin Kuan Yew personally will go on national television and give people facts and figures why they should move in this direction for the interest of Singapore. Everything was for the bottom line, for the interest of Singapore. And that's what God blesses nations for. When a nation does not have a personal interest, takes her money, puts abroad, supports those people there, they borrow money at 6%, 4%, and you here, we can't get money, we get it at 23%. If peradventure you have enough collateral to support that. So the whole essence is nationalism. And that has been lost due to tribalism and sectionalism, which became so heightened in this political era. So Mr. President also needs a team of people to go around this whole country, through secondary school, through primary school, bring back the civic education, the youth corpus, the society, support channels, support everybody. Now talk nationalism, nation building. And it's not for what you can get first. No nation gets first. You give first, then you harvest back. So when people say Nigeria has not done anything for me, keep quiet. What have you given?
And the principle here is better to give. You see,
than to receive.
The system, particularly the way we are now, has at least helped us, developed us. Then what do we want to give back to that system that has sustained us this far? It is not about your person.
Yes.
And let us look at it. God has developed and helped us. All we need to do is to put all our ideas into a common basket.
Yes,
and then we now move it, draw it. And of course, we have all the skyscrapers that are seen behind you.
Yes.
And of course, everybody will enjoy.
Yes.
I keep on telling people, I've crossed Nigeria and been to all the 774 local government of this
beautiful
country.
land.
The only thing I have not seen replicated, which is seriously interesting to me, is the 1004. Housing estate in Victoria Island. Is it forbidden? And everywhere you go, you see people sleeping under the bridge, sleeping on the streets. If all those things are done all over,
the economy will grow.
The economy will grow. So to me, really, I want to believe that indeed, just as my brother has said here, we need technocrats. Let's leave the politicians out.
Okay.
Let the politicians be the contractors. If they refuse to build the houses, then they will
jail
go to
them.
jail.
Send them to CZB.
We have a call, Bumi.
Code of conduct bureau.
Bumi, good morning.
Morning, Mark. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Please make your contribution real quick.
It has to do with the issue of the local police and the state police and the federal police.
Okay.
If that could be said and done as agreed, if it's going to happen, I would advise this issue of immunity should be removed from the Nigerian Constitution. So it will make room or be room for our political office holders to bring control on post machineries of government. Because when you have the issue of state police, for instance, I don't want to go into issues, but the issue of other court ownership Tozu, it looks like a very serious mess right now. So whereby you, as a state governor, you have the power to control the state police, you know who you get employed there, and you control their salaries and allowances. I subscribe to it, but the immunity clause, whereby a governor, either at the local level or at the state level, will now be in full control. No way for assassination.
Amen.
So, to me, in closing this this discourse and this
we're actually closing the discourse.
So this is my last.
Your last comment.
My last take is that indeed all Nigerians are now wiser. We are no more the dull Nigerians of the years past. Everyone, and of course, government now we are the government. And I want Nigerians, all of us, to wake up and become whistleblowers. Those who will be appointed and those who are working. All of us must be alive to our responsibility and put everyone on his toes. If not, Nigeria will continue to going to need to slide down. She mentioned it about 2 years ago or so when the political thing was going. So, and I loved the way the Boko Haram was attacking the North, and I know that that's a food basket. And any responsible government who plays with his food basket or his food nav, then definitely is not serious. And look at what is happening now, because the essence of Boko Haram was to do what is done in John 10:10, to kill the economy, to destroy the economy, and to steal the economy. And that's what they succeeded in doing now. How many people want to go to farm when indeed the place has been ravaged by war and bombs and landmine? So my own advice is that indeed we Nigerians should take our destiny in our hands and ensure that all those who come on board now as ministers must work, not be Oga.
All right, thank you.
Doctor, your last word.
Well, you see, gone are the days when, in fact, get a goat, put a button on that goat, that goat will win election. I think that era is, yes, it's beginning to
pass on.
Yes. Now, we need a new direction. And this direction cannot happen if people still stay aloof. We need participation by all and sundry.
Okay.
Whether you're secondary school, anywhere, so that at least we'll be aware of what our leaders are doing. We give them a task.
Thank you.
By that.
Well, with the Code of Conduct Bureau and all its activities, I think our lawyer is here. And I think we need to look at it deeper, that Nigerians should know that there is a code of conduct. My goodness, it's a document to read. Very interesting document. That tells all of us we have the right to report whomsoever that is stealing our money or is keeping money abroad. Nigeria has come to a new day. The issue of policing at every level will happen eventually when we deal with our fears, our tribalism, and our issues of the past. Because people are afraid of the resurgency of Biafra and etc. But we need to understand that a nation cannot work at the way we are operating. So we trust that, Mr. President, by the end of this month, we'll be happy and ready to move our economy to the next level and to make it for 2030. If that's our budget to become what? The top 10, maybe the top 20. Which one?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Chatting with Mrs. Juliet Binitie of the Institute for National Transformation, Mr. Wale Ogunade, President, Voters Awareness Initiative, and Dr. Chris Osengawune of the Department of Philosophy at the University of Lagos. Thank you all very much for coming this morning.
Thank you, Nessa, for having us.
Sunrise will return in just a moment with yet another very interesting conversation. Make sure you're part of it.